Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1010th installment of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni, and that would be me. Good evening, traders. Here we are, Thursday night. This video is being filmed on Thursday night for Trading Friday. That is April 19th, 2013. Traders, the 1010th video, what does it have on the board? A red Omni, yuck. We don't clap for red Omnis, right? Boo. A red Omni, another red Omni on the board. As we know, futures trading can be extremely risky and can cause substantial financial loss if you do not understand the risks behind trading, if you do not understand that futures trading is certainly not suitable for all trading accounts. You should not be a futures trader. If you do not know that a stop can certainly be your best friend in this business, then you really shouldn't be a futures trader, because you have to have stops in. Always trade with stops and place them first before you put on a position. All right, traders, so what gives? On this Thursday night for Trading Friday, again, April 19th, we have a red Omni on the board, the ES, the NASDAQ, the DAX, the usual suspects when it comes to the US Indices, and abroad, the foreign indices, the DAX. Major support lines continue getting breached. I showed you a class. I did a live class just a day and a half ago, and I put that class out as my last YouTube video and showed you an umpteen amount of charts and showed you that in those charts we have major trend lines being breached. Well, they are continuing to be breached as of this evening, and I will show you some charts to, I guess, lay out that scenario for you. In the daily and weekly charts, both daily and weekly charts alike, we have some interesting bearish looking formations. Now, traders, we've been in a big bull market for quite some time, and I don't think the bull market's going away, but it does appear that we're in some kind of a dip right now, and if that's the case, so be it. We sell rallies and away we go. Now, because we are in a big bull market, make sure your stops are in. Make sure you know a stop is your best friend, because we are trading against the major trend when we're on the short side. Let me say that again. When we're using a red Omni and going short the US Indices in this big bull market, we are trading against the major trend. So we are nimble with our short trades, and we always put our stops in, because I'd much prefer if that was a green Omni and it wanted us long. However, what I prefer is meaningless. That's that little man in the back of my head. You know, I talk about him all the time. He's not allowed to come out ever. Well, he would like to see the market go higher, but the charts say the market is going lower. I have some interesting charts to show you, and I only report what the Omni says to me and what the charts show us, and it doesn't matter what I think personally, right? We know that. I completely disengage myself from this analysis. This analysis, red Omni, I'll show you why. Come on down to livewithoscar.com and don't trade alone. Come into our chat room. It is free. It is a free trading chat room. Grab a free membership. Come into our free chat room and allow me to help teach you the art of technical analysis. Traders, if you like the analysis you're about to see, make sure you meet me at the site livewithoscar.com. With no further ado, let's go look at some charts. Okay, traders, the charts you are about to see in this video are charts that are now updated, the very same charts that we used in our class just a couple of days ago, the last YouTube video that's out there. Since then, we've had 1, 2, and tonight, 2.5 days have passed. We only had that one green bar below the support line. But now we've got 3 green bars, and tonight, Thursday night, that little bar there, this is now looking like a small head and shoulders falling out of this major trend. Now, many times a small head and shoulders in a trend is usually just a continuation pattern, but in this case, you're falling out of a major parallel channel while creating this head and shoulders. That may be putting some weight on this market, undoubtedly, but the important thing is that major support lines are being violated, like this one right here. Now look, we're under it 1, 2, 3.5 days, and it looks like it's created a shoulder in our head and shoulders formation, and that would be bearish. Let's continue. Here we are with the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the very same formation, but it's just now beginning to fall out. Traders, this was the one holdout chart I've showed you for day after day, and I said, look, the one thing we have on our side is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The big, broad U.S. stock market has not violated this channel. But look, as of last night, or I should say as of the close on Thursday, we have violated the channel. So now this is starting to show bearishness and what? In a head and shoulders formation, falling out of, and the only holdout, mind you, falling out of a parallel channel. But there's more. Traders looking at the daily now, we're looking at the Russell. The Russell has fallen below its parallel channel, is now creating some form of, I like to call a bear flag right here. And it's starting to mess with my OMNI average. Look at this. Now it's below the OMNI average, or OTAPMA. It's the OMNI Trading Academy's proprietary moving average. And now one of the leaders of US Indices, not only has it broken its parallel channel, it's making a bear flag and it's getting below my OTAPMA. Oh my goodness, put a couple of exclamation points here. I hope we're not going to crack, but you know, hey, we'll trade whatever comes our way, right? Then we look at the NASDAQ, and even the NASDAQ is finally breaching its major support line. So, you know, we got to look at this for what it is. Major trend lines are being breached. They were support. They are now going to probably act as resistance. So, traders, we have no choice. We are selling rallies, right? Now we look at the German DAX. We go across the pond, and oh my goodness, has major support been breached? You had this wonderful parallel channel up to about here. You breached it right here. So we breached the channel, but look what happened. We came back up, tested it, failed, and had a miserable break. During that miserable break, we violated another channel. Now we have more support violated, and we had this major support violated. This is getting ugly. That's the German DAX. Now we are going to step this thing out a little bit and start to look at some weekly charts. Traders, I showed you all of those charts plus this chart you're looking at now in my class just a day and a half ago, our latest YouTube video. In that class, I put this little rounding top tool right here on, and I said, look, traders, I am not sure what's going on, but this is getting to be slightly rounded like this little round guy here, and it gave us a little dump. I'm not looking for a major drop, but this is starting to give us a little rounded top look. And we've fallen out of a long-term holding channel. It's been holding since September. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, and boom, now we start to fall out of that channel. That is not looking bullish. That's on a weekly, and it's our leader, transportation average. Another weekly is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the one holdout. Remember, I've been showing you the Dow's been our holdout. Well, even the holdout now is below this trend line, right? We're here. So we are starting to have difficulty. Major support lines continue being breached on both the weekly and the daily charts alike. Then you have the NASDAQ, traders. Remember this wonderful NASDAQ. It was in this channel for some time. Well, it's now lower than the channel. This now we will consider a head and shoulders, with this being the head test, failing up here, now below the channel. I'm starting to wonder what's going on here. And then there's this little gem. Well, let's take a look. Look at this German DAX, traders. Oh my goodness, it is getting ugly now. You had a really, really nice major resistance channel that you got above in the form of a bull flag, broke above it. But now, you know, I guess you'd go, well, that's a shoulder, and this is a shoulder, so it's probably going to build a shoulder here. So now I guess you expect DAX to come off a little bit on the weekly and build a shoulder. And then there is the natural gas. I know this is a little off-key for me, but look at the natural gas, a little gem that I found while I was going through my analysis. Major, major, major resistance gets broken through, and then we get above the 200 ball moving average. And I'll tell you what, this is a pretty nice looking channel right here in its own right. So this is looking pretty smart. Natural gas, keep an eye on it. You might get a little more to the upside. It looks really like it's just beginning. Maybe you got some good summertime movement coming here. Traders, that's what I'm looking at. Remember what those indices showed us? You may want to get brave and buy this. I can totally understand that because it's a bull market. But according to the US Indices charts for Friday, we're not supposed to be long. So let's take it with we'll start off with the short side and see where it goes. So traders, you've seen the charts, and there is my technical argument for the red OMNI. You've seen the major support lines getting breached in both the weekly and the daily charts. Not much I can do about that, but hope that it finds legs and heads back up. But until then, we'll sell rallies, whatever it takes. Today we're buyers, tomorrow we're sellers, the next day we're sellers, the day after we're buyers. It doesn't matter. We're day traders as long as we're being true to the analysis. We're not taking our opinion, the little man in the back of our head. He's not speaking for us. The charts are, and that's if we're following the charts, it doesn't matter if you're going to be bullish and then bearish and then bearish and then bullish. Just stay true to your craft. Stay true to your analysis. If you'd like to learn analysis better or you want to increase your knowledge in that craft, remember, come on down to livewithoscar.com. Come into my free trading rooms where I'm at the helm, and I will help you to understand the analysis to a much, much better rate than you understand it today. All right, traders, remember, livewithoscar.com, and always keep your emotions out of trading. One of the best things you can do to help yourselves with keeping your emotions at bay is to say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll installment number 1010, and major trend lines continue being breached in our US indices. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.